If we cannot comprehend what I'm trying to say, let's go and ask what Allah wants to tell us. Because today we have a lot of speaker, a lot of speech, a lot of tapes, a lot of books, a lot of topics. But why is not reaching us? We're still in the topic of sincerity as the journey of success, the journey of faith. I do not forget. It's just I'm going step by step with you to see what benefit to us. Why we cannot gain sincerity? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, اقترب للناس حسابهم. The time has been coming closer and near for the people to be judged. وهم في غفلة معرضون. And they are in completely chaos and astray and illusion. And they do not, in a denying state. ما يأتيهم من ذكر من ربهم محدث. No remembering and no message from their Lord except they will hear it. وهم يلعبون. They will hear it and they are playing. They might watching something else. They might playing a finger. They might eating popcorn. This is not the topic. The message from Allah has to be received with complete sincerity and open to the heart. It's not a game. Allah called it a game. This is what happened with us. If you really benefit from this tape, ask yourself, is life is a game? Is this a topic to play with? It's not HBO. It's not Showtime. It's not Playboy. It's not CNN. It's not ABC or NBC. It is the news from the Lord, the King of Kings, the one we're going to stand in the front of Him and will be judged. Wake up. This is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us. What's the second verse Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said? لاهية قلوبهم. Their heart is completely stray. In wonder. وأسروا النجوى الذين ظلموا. Sometimes they keep quiet. They talk to themselves, talk to their own devils, or talk to others. He says, what is this man? He's just a man. Who he is? Exactly the same way he said to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And after that, you will come into us and do magic. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala calls the opposite. He tells them, you coming and you do magic, and Allah give you the scene. Some of the scholars, he explained this verse beautifully. He considered the illusion life, the one we live in, and we think is our life, is a magic done by shayateen, by the devil. Make you believe is not straight, is not straight, is not the truth. But the real truth, the real vision in Quran. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَنَا فَأَفَلَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Do you not have vision? Can you see? Today we can ask this question. Can we see we're going to die? We cannot see we're going to get older, and we might never be older. Can we see we can be dead, or we can be sick, very ill, and we cannot move? Can we see we can be poor, we can be paralyzed? But we are in the state of illusion. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He called it in another verse, we are in a state of drunk, but not from alcohol. Because the drinking alcohol, it will leave residue and left over, hang up 2, 3 hours, 6 hours. But loving this life and believe this is our life is the most alcohol and drugs anyone can take. And once you take it, you finished. None of what I'm saying will benefit you. Even the word of Allah will not benefit you. The word of the Prophet ﷺ will not benefit you unless you open your heart and discover you are not resident of this life. Because the only way to start understand what we're talking about, if we start understanding you leaving. And you cannot be the son of this life, because you will never be. Nobody before you and nobody after you. You accumulate or you do not accumulate. You have or you do not have. You're leaving. All of us, we're leaving. And we have to send and receive the message before it's too late. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to wake up the heart by the will of Allah to we can stand still for a moment and be honest at least for a moment with ourselves or our desire. Where is my heart? Where is my desire? You find some sister aching for her husband, some aching for her son and daughter, some aching for his wife, some aching for the job, some aching for money, some aching for treasure, some aching for a house, some aching for a car, some aching for this, some aching for that. Nobody aching to pure his soul. Nobody aching to provide for his soul. Nobody aching to save his own salvation of his soul and his body in this life and hereafter. What more than that? This day and this speech is not designed and is not, I do not plan it to just be, MashaAllah, a nice evening with some popcorn and some nuts and we go to sleep. No. At this time, close the tape, shut it off, enough for you. This tape is only for those who want to be build sincerity and want to wake up and build salvation between themselves and Allah and nobody else. What about my husband? What about my wife? What about my kids? What about my family? What about my money? What about my status? How you can give them something when you do not have it? This is the work of shaitan. Today shaitan, the devil, make us busy. Busy with everyone except ourselves. May Allah save me, and I will not be among those. Because it's so scary to look after everybody, to think about everybody and forget even your own self. In which way to build your salvation between you and Allah? Again, we talk about sincerity. Because without sincerity, you cannot reach nothing. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He said, إِنَّ اللَّهَ طَيِّبٌ يُحِبَّ كُلَّ طَيِّبٌ وَلَا يَقْبَلَ إِلَّا طَيِّبًا. Allah is pure. And He loves everything pure for Him. And will not accept anything except pure to Him. You cannot do a good deed with the intention, good for my husband and for Allah, good for my kids and Allah. No, it has to be for Allah only. Yes, benefit your husband, yes. Benefit your son and daughter, yes. Benefit my wife, yes. Benefit anybody, yes. But it has to be pure to Allah. 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 To be pure to Allah. A word I hardly hear it among Muslims. Only when they swear a lie, they use it. Or they do mischief to each other, and they use it. It will be witness against us, not to us. Word Allah is a beautiful name, is a great name. It is Allah, is a creator. We should elevate this name. One person, one time, he was walking, and he found a piece of paper, shredded into pieces, and it has the name of Allah in it. He took it. He took care about it. And he dried it. He put it together. And he kissed it. And he put it in the wall. And he started crying. And he said, "Oh Allah, how I can see your name in the ground and not elevate it? I cannot do that." The same night he was sleeping, when he saw in the dream someone come to him and tell him, "Oh, so and so, with what you done, with the paper having the name of Allah, Allah promised to elevate you in this life and the hereafter." Who are we dealing with? We're dealing with Allah. Allah, the one who deserves to be loved, the one who deserves to be known, the one who deserves to be worshipped, the one who deserves to be thinking about, the one who deserves to really try to connect ourselves to. Are we doing that? Do we do that? When I sit down with people, my heart is aching. All they talk is material status, material status. Male, female, younger, old, everybody. When will be the time to talk about Allah? Do you know, my brother and sister in Islam, your heart has many tubes feeding this heart. The mouth is one. This mouth has a tube going to your heart. The eyes is 2. The ear is 3. This is the major 3 tubes going. After that you have the brain, the thinking, your thought going. But according to the 3 major tubes and tunnel going to feed your heart, this is the status of your heart will be. Why today we cannot gain Iman? Why we cannot gain faith? We complain about the devil. Why we cannot complain about the eyes? Why we cannot complain about the ears? Why we cannot complain about the tongue? Why we cannot complain about our own thought and memory? Who stopped us? We allow ourselves to sit in the wrong environment. We allow ourselves to talk about the wrong things and bad things, not for us, like backbiting, calling other names, talk about nonsense, joking, giggling, having fun for something we do not know. We do not know if we're going to die tonight or not, and we have fun. Fun of what? And we spend many hours in the front of the TV. And we spend many hours listening to music and go bubble us up and down from one song to another, from one situation to another. We allow all the dirt to go in, and after that he said, "What do you want me to do?" Who allows the dirt to go in? Who allow all the bad environment to be in? We the one we allow ourselves to be in the right environment or wrong environment. My dear brother and sister in Islam, we're still in a topic of sincerity. You still want to continue? If you believe you won't be sincere,